Hey guys. All right, here we are, SAT and ACT reading. I'm going to share two things with you. One is a unique strategy for how to approach the passage A, passage B questions, those types of passages, and then I'm going to go through the common types of wrong answers with you. So passage A, passage B, both ACT and SAT do this. So you'd think the strategy would be read passage A, do the questions about passage A, then read passage B, do the questions about passage B. And this is going to be a slight twist, a more intelligent twist on that, which is you read passage A and then do the questions on passage A, and then do the questions on both passages even though you haven't read passage B yet. Can you guess why? Because when you look at the answers, there's usually about 3 questions that are about both passages at once. And when you look at the answers to those, it's very easy to find the parts of the answers that are wrong about passage A. So let's say, passage A, let's say it's like, nope, not about neuroscience, nope, not about 19th century research, and nope, doesn't focus on anecdotal evidence. Maybe it's about survival drives, like answer choice H says. The point here is that it's very easy to get rid of wrong answers purely because they say something wrong about passage A. And of these 3 questions that are going to be at the end, you can usually answer 2 of the 3 without even having read passage B. And on the third question, what'll happen is you'll be able to get rid of 2 of the answers usually. And then there's 2 answers remaining, and you do actually have to read passage B to figure it out. But you're already down to just 2 answers. And so after you do read passage B, it's very clear which answer it is. So that's it. You're going to read the first passage and do the questions on it, and then go straight to the questions about both, even though you haven't read the second passage yet. Because this way, it's very easy to see wrong answers just based on what is said incorrectly about the first passage. And it also prevents you from mixing the 2 passages up in your mind, which is a classic way where these questions can trip you up. So the second thing I want to tell you about in terms of reading is common types of wrong answers. And the acronym that we use is BEGS, as if the wrong answer begs you to choose it. So BEGS, B. B stands for believable but not stated in the passage. So maybe it says something that, based on what the story was like, you could believe this would be true, but it didn't say it in the passage. And as we know in these reading passages, your job is to be human command F, as we say. Literally just go find the text in the passage like you're a computer. So if it's not stated in the passage, no matter how believable it seems, it has to be stated in the passage. Otherwise, it can't be wrong. So common wrong answer is it's believable but not stated in the passage. So that's the B in BEGS. The E is too extreme. This could be it's speaking in absolutes. If it says like always or never, that's too extreme. But also, if it's too emotionally extreme, and I just saw an answer here. In 39, I can already tell A is wrong because it says passage A aims to bluntly correct readers' assumptions. I guarantee that's too extreme. Usually these passages are kind of moderate. So if it says the author is angry, no, it's not going to be right. If it said the author is concerned, maybe, okay. Now that's a little more moderate of an answer, much more likely to be correct. So, BEGS, B-E-G-S. The B is believable, but not stated in the passage. The E is too extreme. G is it just straight up goes against the main point of the passage. It literally says the opposite of what the whole point of the passage was. It's actually pretty common wrong answer. You'll see it often enough. And the last one, very common. S, B-E-G-S. B, believable, not stated in the passage. E, too extreme. G goes against the main point of the passage. S is it uses words straight, that's why the S is, straight from the passage, but the answer is actually saying something wrong. So it's just using very familiar terminology that you saw in the passage, but it's actually saying something wrong about the passage in the resting answer. So those answers are tempting because it's like, oh, I remember this name, I remember this phrasing, I read that. But actually what the answer is saying is something wrong. So B-E-G-S. Believable, not stated in the passage. E, too extreme. G goes against the main point of the passage. And S uses the words straight from the passage, but actually saying something wrong. And I'll give you a little bonus. M-A, is 2 types of right answers. Not all right answers are this, but it's a consistent type of right answer, which is good to know about. M-A, ma. Ma, and then we used to say ma is always right, like mom's always right. So the M in ma stands for moderate. It's the opposite of the extreme answer. A moderate answer is more likely to be right. And the A, it's this type of right answer which uses really abstract phrasing. So unlike, it's the opposite of the word straight from the passage but saying something wrong. It's using abstract phrasing that wasn't used in the passage, but it's saying something exactly right. And the first time you see the abstract answer, you kind of skip over it because it just doesn't use anything familiar that you saw in the passage. But then you see the other answers are wrong, and you come back to this abstractly worded answer, and you're like, oh, wait, that's saying something exactly right. So the A correct right answer, the abstract one, a little hard to spot at first. The moderate right answer, by the way, easier to spot. And even though I didn't even read these two passages in 39 here, I got rid of answer choice A because bluntly correct was too extreme. I'll bet we could find the right answer just by looking for what seems a bit moderate. So let's look at answer choice B. Passage A aims to urge readers to action. Okay, could be. C, aims to present two opposing viewpoints for readers to evaluate. That's nice and moderate. D, aims to inform readers about a recent finding. Okay. I'll see what it says about B. Passage B aims to encourage readers to stop acting carelessly. I doubt it. That is too extreme as well. And B, to stop acting carelessly. Maybe something more moderate than that. Let's see. C. Passage B aims to entertain readers. Maybe. Passage B aims to challenge readers with a bold argument. I'll bet it's D. D just feels moderate in the way it's phrased. Passage A aims to inform readers about a recent finding, while passage B aims to challenge readers with a bold argument. I just have a feeling the other ones are kind of extreme in different ways. So anyway, that's it on reading here. So when you got the passage A, passage B, read passage A, do the questions on A, and then go to the questions about both. Answer as many questions as you can by eliminating answers that say something wrong about passage A. Then go back to passage B, do B, and clean up any of the remaining questions that you haven't finished yet. Applicable to both SAT and ACT. And then same thing, common types of wrong answers is begs, B-E-G-S. B, believable but not stated in the passage. E, too extreme. G, goes against the main point of the passage. S, uses words and phrases straight from the passage but actually saying something wrong. And then the two types of right answers, Ma. M-A. M is for moderate. It's the opposite of extreme answer. The moderate answers, and that's why I'm guessing 39 is D there. And then A, abstract. It's sort of abstractly phrasing something so you don't fully catch the first time you read it what it's saying. And then you realize, oh wait, that's saying something exactly right about the passage. Anyway, just for fun, I'm going to put myself on the spot here. Let's find out if 39 is D. I haven't even read the passage, but just based on the moderateness of the phrasing, I think it might be D. Let's find out. Reading, 39 is D. Ooh, if it was wrong, probably would have kept it in the video. But hey, it's right. So it just goes to show those extreme answers less likely to be right. Moderate answers more likely to be right. Thank you guys.